I wasn't going to film this, but then I decided, because of all of the lovely ladies that I met at the Scribble Prints Co. Planner Party 2019, I have the confidence to go ahead and do this. This is my first ever Erin Condren Life Planner. I have to say thank you so much from it's XO_ from Anna. She was absolutely amazing. Where else can you go and meet people that you've never met before, sit down, talk to them, and feel comfortable enough to hop in the car and drive around a completely different state with them? This is mind-blowing. This community is so unique and it's very different, and I am very thankful that I decided to attend this event. With that stated, I started last night opening up all of the goodies. So I kind of consolidated items when I was at the Hotel Van Zandt. So this bag, look at all of this. Unbelievable. I cannot believe all of this stuff. And so much of it was in de-stash boxes, huge de-stash tables. Oh my God, Andrea had so much in there. Crazy, absolutely crazy. As well as this one. This is from swaps. This is from going through the giveaway boxes on the table, as well as the tables that were out in the lobby section, where everybody just threw everything that they wanted to de-stash inside. It was amazing. Oh, plus I got this. Look at all of the stuff that I put in here. I started organizing this, and you know what? Let me just zoom you out for a moment. I started putting stuff in. I ended up picking up some characters. These are some full boxes that I really liked. I picked up a ton of Irene's bows. Look at all the bows. They're awesome. I make tabs out of them for my Louis Vuitton rings. So that's why I like all those. Just some other things that were all on de-stash tables. I found an entire Disney kit. I am Disney obsessed, so this pocket was for Disney, and I have an entire Disney kit. And I just went around to the tables, asked anybody if they had anything that was Disney, and they just gave it to me. It's amazing. I have to say, this is so much fun. I will do another video with all the stuff that I got. Obviously, less the kit that I am about to use. This starts in July. And at first I wasn't all that excited about a July start date. And then I realized I had so much happening in July. I am going to go back and do a memory plan for the entire month of July. But right now I am in August, and I am on the very first week. I whited out the top dates. I have put down my date covers. I need to figure out what I will do down here. I have never really had a sidebar before, so I will see how that works out. I use a B6 planner with Jasenia printables, and my sidebars have always looked like that. I haven't done that much. I've noticed I've had trouble sleeping lately, so my first habit tracker is going to be for sleeping, and then my second habit tracker is going to be for wine and the different kind of wines that I drink, because that's my other obsession in life. And I am going to try and do this the way J. Crew Plan does her videos. I am going to do a voiceover, but I wanted to give my introduction and just say I had an amazing time, and I am so happy that I went. Let me just zoom you in so you can see what I'm going to be doing. and I am going to start, I'm going to complete my sidebar and work on the day by day. I have decided to separate my full box and my weekly checklist that I use to track my sleep pattern with a glitter header sticker from the SPC Party kit. Then I decided to separate my weekly habit tracker or checklist from the next sticker by adding 2 strips of the Simply Gilded 5mm washi tape in light pink with gold bows. I love the way her bows look. My next intent is to have 2 of those washi strips together because I want to place down a movie marquee sticker from the 2019 SPC Party kit. On top of that movie marquee, I plan on using one of the gold foiled countdown stickers from the kit, and I'm going to place it on top of the movie marquee kit. I think that's a fabulous way to demonstrate immediately in my sidebar how many days I have left. Right now I'm using a little munchkin from Once More with Love to indicate that I have sleeping pattern issues. So on the weekly checklist below, I will indicate how many hours of sleep I get each night. I'm having a really hard time with that lately, and I don't know why. You will also notice that initially I do not record the beginning of the week. I only record the last 3 days in the week. Right now I'm going to continue on with my sidebar by adding my movie marquee as I have already stated. On top of the movie marquee, I will add the countdown for the SPC Party. And below the SPC Party, I am adding another piece of Simply Gilded washi, the white with the stardust foil. I love that effect. I think it's gorgeous. Next, I add a sticker from the kit itself to remind me to pay my American Express bill. Below that, I'm adding more Simply Gilded 5mm washi. This is the pink with the gold bows, keeping in line with the theme of flapper, glitter, and gold for the entire event. Below that, I am adding a habit tracker for the week, which I will use to track how many days in the week I am consuming wine. Not that that is such a bad thing. It's actually relaxing most of the time. Now I'm moving on to the washi tape for the bottom of the planner. I decided because the washi strip was so dark, there was no need for me to spend time whiting out all of the lines on the bottom. I liked the way the whole entire strip went down. It was very easy to apply. I added the gold foil overlay washi strip, and I liked it. I liked it so much. I actually couldn't resist doing a little premature Viv wiggle. So far I'm loving the way that this looks, and I am happy that I bought my very first Erin Condren Life Planner. I'm now trying to figure out how am I going to mark my work schedule. I have decided to only mark the days that I actually have to commute to the office. Therefore, days that I telework or take off will not have any special indicators for it. For this week, I decided to implement the same process
and technique that I believe her name is Kiki from Paper Princess Plan utilizes. I am using gold heart foiled flags from DEK Designs, but I don't remember what the name of the colorway was called. Now I'm getting to my day-to-day planning. It's actually Monday, the 29th of July, and I have an exchange student that is staying with me. My son and the exchange student are the exact same age, and they are both considered an adult chaperone for this trip. The entire group today had a pool party get-together at the local swim country club for the entire afternoon. Later in the evening, I had an unexpected group of visitors for a short time. I was given just under 15 minutes notice before they arrived. We were getting dinner ready, having steak on the grill, and we received a phone call stating, "Do you mind if the entire troop comes in about 15 minutes?" Of course, I would not deny them that, so I said yes, they could stop by. My husband and I did some last-minute cleanup of our house, such as taking items off the kitchen island and putting them into a cardboard box in a very hurried fashion. I ran upstairs to get changed into a summer dress, and my husband used the stick vac to quickly vacuum the kitchen and the half bath downstairs. The impetus of this visit was due to my exchange student's previous visits to the United States. Both him and his dad, who stayed elsewhere, have several friends, and they were all coming to visit for a short time this evening. The funniest part was the steaks on the grill were ready to eat and we should have been eaten in 20 minutes. So my husband had to reduce the grill temperature to only warm to keep them from burning, overheating, and drying out. We served water, coffee, and most importantly, 2 bottles of very nice red wine. When we move into Tuesday, you will notice a new sticker on the bottom of Monday. See that? Beauty and the bubbly. That is what my daughter and I worked on together. My 11-year-old daughter assists me an awful lot because I consider myself to be a technophobe or technically challenged. I am going to add the Once More with Love food baby emoji because our group had a luncheon as a farewell date before the exchange students flew back home. We were 22 people at the restaurant just as it opened. Complete and utter insanity. But we had our reservation, and they should have been prepared. But they weren't, that's for sure. And our group was on a very structured, tight schedule. We had 2 hours for this lunch, and that was it, no more. My husband and I and my daughter, we brought our exchange student up to the airport. Some people were working, so they couldn't go and spend time driving the students to the airport, but some of us did, and we returned our exchange student to the group at the car rental return counter. Pretty funny, actually. We said our goodbyes, wished them good luck, and they flew home. As we left, I was sad to see them go. I actually became a little bit melancholy about having them leave. I didn't want them to go. I enjoyed having an extra, quote, family member in my household, especially one that's younger, same age as my son. Gives me someone else to take care of. I like that. As I went through the day on Tuesday, I was fighting with some of these stickers. They weren't cooperating. They weren't going down straight. Something was wrong, and it was driving me absolutely nuts. So I decided I had to fix that. I'm adding some of the pink 5mm Simply Gilded washi tape. That is going to help me even everything out, and I love the way it looks. I think the colors are awesome. Last event for the day on Tuesday, the 30th of July, was dinner with my family. After we went to the airport, my hubby was sweet, trying to cheer me up, and we went to my favorite chain restaurant for dinner for the evening, which is Brio. Usually we filled up on appetizers and, yep, did it again, as usual, but always save room for the two most important things: alcohol and dessert. Yes, gotta have it, gotta have it. So we did. My daughter and I split a dessert, which was mixed berries with zabaione and whipped cream. We enjoyed this tremendously. Totally awesome. I'm going to fill out Tuesday with a pen. I spent some time desperately searching for an airplane sticker, but I wasn't able to find what I wanted to use for some reason. I was looking for a foiled airplane sticker on clear paper, but I used the foiled car clear sticker to indicate that we had to drive to the airport, drop off our exchange student, and he had to meet up with the rest of his group. Now I am starting on Wednesday, July 31st. I start the day with my first indication of coffee for the week. Definitely not my first cup, but the first place I wanted to indicate that I was having coffee. So I used a Toffee Bananas Nana Sampler coffee cup. I think she looks so cute in the cup. It's adorable. Then I added the header sticker from the SPC Party kit from 2019. I spend the rest of my time searching for a proper laundry sticker. I decided to select the Nana samples again from Toffee Bananas as my laundry sticker. And I'm also utilizing a half box in a header from the SPC kit to indicate that I was working on my SPC planner swap goodies for the event. Now I am working on the 1st of August. I cannot believe we are already almost completely through the summer, but yet here we are, day one of the last month of the summer, August 1st. I start off by putting down another gold heart foiled banner sticker from DEK Designs to indicate that I have to commute into the office. I then add a Simply Gilded 5mm light blue washi tape strip with gold bows. I decided to use one of the little things from the SPC planner kit. I am adding yet another little thing and a header to this first block, separating it with the Simply Gilded light blue washi with gold foil bows. After that, I take J. Crew's idea and I am using a clear foiled glitter header to separate the next phase of my day. After I picked up dinner, it was time for me to prepare for the trip to Austin, Texas. To do that, I decided to use a half box from the SPC kit to indicate that I needed to pack up my clothes for the party. I was leaving the following afternoon and I wanted all of my clothing and my personal toilet grooming items packed. I used a once more with love emoji on my half box for packing of my clothes. I didn't have to worry about packing my grooming products because I always keep toiletries packed in a small bag, so it's always prepared for travel on. So it's always prepared in a travel bag for carry-on size luggage. I don't like unpacking those items each and every time. On Friday, I was actually working in reverse. I don't know why, but it had wine. That's what I'm thinking. I stayed at the Fairmont Hotel in Austin, Texas. I wasn't able to get a reservation for the first night at the Van Zandt, but Fairmont was awesome. I loved it. It was great. There was some technology expo that was going on at the time, and it kept me busy talking to a bunch of different people from that event. I arrived at the hotel late in the afternoon, got changed, and ended up having drinks and appetizers at the bar. I was at the downstairs bar initially, which had all the businessmen, and then I went to the upstairs bar, which was a much more inviting atmosphere. It was a little bit more club oriented. They were playing great music. It had the open air balcony and had a fantastic pool that we could look at. No one went swimming, and I indicated this time in my life with the sticker that my daughter and I created together, which says coffee until wine. Then I added another half box from the SPC kit, which was for my flight to Austin. I actually ended up using a little circle icon from the kit to indicate my flight out for the day. I went back to adding the little countdown indicating 2 days to the SPC party and sectioned that off with yet one more strip of the blue Simply Gilded washi. Then I went back to Thursday and started filling out the actual day. Now I'm adding the teal washi strip to the bottom of the planner again, and I'm going to utilize the Scribble Prints Co foil overlay because I really love the way that entire aspect comes together. To separate the event of the evening from my flight, I decided to use Simply Gilded's Stardust Gold White Washi Tape. I am not sure. I believe this is the 10 millimeter Simply Gilded Stardust. I also had to drop my daughter at the very beginning of the day at summer camp, and I chose a third box or quarter box. No, a 1/3 box from the kit to indicate dropping my daughter at summer camp for the day. I am utilizing J. Crew's idea again, and I'm putting down a Scribble Prints Co. foiled header to separate my full box from my third box for the day. Now I move on to Saturday, the day of the wonderful Scribble Prints Co. party where I had an absolute blast. I'm putting down a couple of the medium pink washi tape, 5 millimeter from Simply Gilded with the gold bows. Below that, I decided to add a header from the SPC kit itself. I then decide I am going to use a 1/3 box to indicate the breakfast that I had at the Hotel Van Zandt. Now, I packed up all my stuff on Saturday morning and I walked from Hotel Van Zandt, where I was staying for Friday night, from the Fairmont, where I stayed on Friday night, to Hotel Van Zandt, where the event was going to be Saturday and where my hotel was going to be for Saturday. I wanted to be punctual, so I was early. I was very early, to say the least. So I whittled away the time in Geraldine's, the restaurant at the Hotel Van Zandt. Loved it. Let's just talk a moment about the amazing French toast that I had in the Geraldine's Cafe in Hotel Van Zandt. Oh my God, it was divine. Oh, it was like dying and going to heaven, I swear. It was just so damn good. And I couldn't stop eating it. Normally, this was also very thick French toast, and when it's that thick, I normally won't eat more than one piece. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't bring myself to stop no matter what I did. The coffee was horrible, but hey, the French toast more than made up for it. It was thick pieces of sweetened bread. It had a beautiful griddled crust on the bread, so it was like a little bit crunchy on the outside and soft and gooey on the inside, plus fresh berries on top and warmed maple syrup. Oh my God, it was heaven. Because I was so early after breakfast, I spent a little bit of time just reading my Tom Clancy novel again. After around 10:30, I finally decided to make my way downstairs, and I was greeted by the first planner girls ever. Love that! Anna from Staten Island with the Instagram account of XO_from Anna. You're amazing, as well as her friend Danny, and then Amy. I met all three of them and we decided to line up at the registration table. Glad we did, because that gave us the opportunity to sit down very quickly and choose our tables. Amy and I sat at one table. Within a couple of minutes, we moved over and sat down with Anna and Danny, who happened to be sitting next to XO Carolyn Designs. Oh my God, she's wonderful. All these ladies are absolutely wonderful. I'm glad I had the time to be with them. The table right next to us was the table for the entire event. We were sitting right next to the owners of Once More with Love, J. Crew Plans, Kane from Print Pressions, Wonton and a Million, Paper Princess Plans, Rose Colored Days, and so many others. Although we weren't able to meet all of them, they did take the time to make everyone feel important. They spent 5 minutes with each person, talking to them, taking pictures with them, and signing their planners. It was pretty awesome. Everyone was very friendly and very welcoming, and that's important. I decided I wanted to meet Rose Colored Days and J. Crew. I'm glad I had the time to sit down and speak with her for just a couple minutes. Her travels intrigued me tremendously. It was her input that made me take my son to the pop-up bar in New York for Harry Potter. That was amazing. I'm glad I was able to spend a couple moments with her. The next part I am working on is the disaster that turns out to be changed at least 3 separate times. It's crazy. I was trying to figure out how I was going to indicate my first trip to the Erin Condren flagship store. I realized that there were things wrong with it, so I whited it out. Then I changed the orientation of the flag. Then I removed the foiled flag. I had to correct the spelling of Condren because I got that wrong. And ultimately, you won't see it yet, but I leave the little blue shop sticker from Scribble Prints Co. and I added a decorative header from the kit. So decorative header from the kit, and I layered the Scribble Prints Co. shop banner over it. Below that, I put down a little emoji for dinner where Anna, Danny, and I went out and we had In-N-Out burger. Oh my God, animal fries. You gotta have them. That's all I gotta say. You gotta splurge and you gotta get them. They were wonderful. You will notice in this shot that I have gone back and added my nail sticker to my Thursday schedule. I used a clear foiled icon from Nedi Designs and layered it on top of my clear header from Scribble Prints Co. That was how I indicated I got my nails done on Thursday. Now I'm just whiting out some lines because I've decided to use half the width of the washi tape for the bottom of each side of the planner. I liked the way this looked. There was a little bit of gold in it. It matches with the entire theme of the kit, and it came with the kit, so I thought it was a perfect match. Great. Somehow I inadvertently skipped or lost the footage that was associated with Sunday. Sunday was a change in my plans. I had originally decided to come home Tuesday, decided nope. At 5:15 in the morning, I woke up and decided I was going to leave Austin, Texas and come back home. So I changed my flight immediately. After I got done changing my flight, I had quite a bit of time in the morning because it was so early. I decided I was going to organize all the stickers that I received from the SPC event. Stickers from the swaps and stickers from the destash table. The destash tables were mountains high. It was amazing. And I just had a lot of stuff that I needed to sift through, see what I wanted to keep, and see how I could best organize everything. After I got done doing all of the organization, I indicated that I was changing my flight with an old SPC air flight sticker. I changed my flight from Tuesday afternoon to a Sunday morning instead. Below that, I added the once more with love emoji for unpacking because when I got home, that was what I had to do. I had to unpack. After that, I separated my flight and packing in. After that, I separated my afternoon from my evening by putting down the Stardust washi from Simply Gilded, and I placed a sticker, a cheers sticker below that my daughter and I had created together. Now I have decided that I am going to white out the calendar that is on the sidebar because I wanted to add some deco to this area. I wasn't sure originally what I wanted to do. So I'm searching through the pile to find the deco sheet and utilize the right stickers for the occasion. I'm doing the Viv Wiggle and I'm finishing up the last bits of this week's plan with me. I have added the weekend banner at the bottom right. I've added deco in my sidebar at the bottom, and I have added my foiled date dots at the top. Finishing up the last pieces I need to write about the change for my airline and adding the work as well on Thursday. This is Plan Wine Food, and I am wishing you champagne wishes and pretty planners. Until the next time, bye-bye.